But the men that I work with love the clothes that they tend to wear. Because I think, perhaps they don't do a lot of shopping. So they're like, do you like this sweater? I think I should take this home.
I'm going to give you a few most likely to scenarios, and you have to decide which of your cast members or yourself would fit the description. Who is most likely to be an undercover agent in real life?
Penelope Cruz.
Yes.
Because you wouldn't expect it. I mean, she's so like soft and sweet, and she's she's very maternal and funny. But I think she's deep down, she could actually be a spy right now.
She's a femme fatale in the making or already made. Who is most likely to start a group chat?
Me for
Have
sure.
you got one? Was there one for the film?
Yeah, I think I've started 2 on the shoot already.
Were you sending memes? Is that your thing?
I love a good meme. I love it. But yeah, I love a group chat, and it's the best way to stay in touch with people, because then it's like you can just do one message and then you're hitting everybody. It's great.
Absolutely. So who's most likely to steal a gadget, an outfit, or a prop from set?
You know what I found? It's usually the men that I work with, not even just on our film, but the men that I work with love the clothes that they tend to wear. Because I think, perhaps they don't do a lot of shopping. So they're like, do you like this sweater? I think I should take this home. So yeah, actually that did happen on this film, where it was like, okay, with Edgar and Sebastian, I believe we gave them a lot of their costumes because they look so good in them.
And who is most likely to sing Rihanna at karaoke?
Lupita, for sure. She surprises you because she's so serious, and I'm quite intimidated by her because I really respect her. And then, she'd come to set one day all of a sudden with like a playlist and like a speaker, and she'd be like dancing and singing, and she's an amazing dancer. So yeah, for sure, Lupita. The lip sync show, she was amazing on the lip sync challenge.
Who would you go up against if you had to go on it? Who would you
pick? Never in a million years do that show. I am way too embarrassed, way too shy. I have so much, like, that is something I look at. So many of my friends have done that show, and I'm like, wow, you guys are awesome. I could never. I'd be so embarrassed.
You'd be a happy cheerleader, like, you go, girl.
Yeah, I can like clap from the side.
Who is most likely to keep everyone laughing on set?
That's Penelope. She's really funny.
I just feel like Penelope also would give the best hugs.
Yeah, for sure. She also gives great hugs.
Who is most likely to dismantle the patriarchy? Kind of feel like it's you.
Am I allowed to say that?
I think you should own it.
I don't know. I think everyone that's in this film.
Yeah, it's the 3 for 5. That's what we're going towards. Well, you think this is a film, but actually this is a documentary about what's about to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the future.
And most likely to be the first in line to film a stunt scene.
Diane, 100%. She is amazing in this film. And I feel like the industry has underutilized her because she's a great beauty. The first time I think I ever saw her was she was playing Helen of Troy in Troy.
Oh my God, yeah.
So gorgeous. And then I think that's just kind of like how the industry just saw her. Like, she has to play those kind of roles all the time. And in our film, she's so tough. She's amazing and fierce. So yeah, for sure her.
The 3 for 5 ultimate action-packed film. I wonder, did you have to do a boot camp with the rest of your co-stars to prepare for it?
We did. I mean, we all trained on our own, whatever country we lived in. And then we got to set about 3 weeks before we started shooting and just started training. We had rehearsals in terms of the script and developing characters, but then we also had, hand-to-hand combat rehearsals. We had weapons training. We had harness training. We had so much in terms of making sure that we all felt safe by the time we started shooting.
Absolutely. I mean, you've had like practice in Ava, you're in the Marvel movie. So, it feels like you've kind of established yourself now as an bona fide action heroine. Are there any like action heroines that you kind of look up to and it's like, oh God, I'm channeling that person?
I love Ripley in Alien. I think she's the most incredible character. And I remember seeing that when I was a kid and just being blown away by the performance, but also just the way she was written. So yeah, she'd be my favorite.
I feel like I'm rocking a Ripley curls today. So there we go.
I'm digging it. It's cool.
We did say you were in Dark Phoenix, and you know, you wouldn't be the first person to play more than one Marvel character. Has you, with Sebastian Stan in the cast, obviously he's famously the Winter Soldier, has he said like, come back, play another Marvel character?
No.
You're like, I did that time.
We talk about it a lot. I mean, we talk about Bucky, the character he plays, right? Bucky, that's the Winter Soldier. But no, there have been zero discussions about coming back.
You're like, one and done.
I mean, I'm kind of open to anything in this career, but I definitely am not looking in any genre to sign up for something that is like a 10-year commitment of my life.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. And then you wouldn't be able to do things like this. And what I really love about how you kind of navigate the industry, I loved, you know, a few years ago when you were working with Octavia again, you know, talked about having equity and making sure that, you know, people who are more marginalized getting the same pay. And is that something now, especially as a producer, something that you've kind of tried to establish going forward and pretty much most of the projects you're working on?
Absolutely. I 100% believe that you should get paid for the work that you do. And I mean, and the industry has definitely moved towards that. It you know, in our film, we are a favored nations deal. But also, I also understand deals where it's like, you know, I did a movie with Ray Fiennes, a low budget film, and it was like, okay, he's required way more days than I am. So like, let's just prorate the days. So we get paid equally for the amount of days that we work, right?
Yeah.
So I think as long as there's some fairness in the way it's being paid, and you're being valued, that's the important thing.
I love that. We need to spread it all across every freelance industry.